Well, today we're speaking with Utkan Akinci, and the topic is about a unified supply model. So, Utkan, can you first provide us with an introduction about what is this model about?
Hi, Dustin. Thank you for that. So as we know that the supply chain planning is an important tool for the company's success. It is directly linked to the cash flow, cost, and the customer satisfactions. Therefore, it affects the main performance of the company. The question of the supply chain planning are how much to buy or produce with which frequency and quantity, and what to keep as a safety stock. Because of uncertainty, it is hard to decide on these quantities, and also it is hard to measure the results of these decisions. We can observe the uncertainty almost all parts of the supply chain, supply and demand variances, quality issues, even though the interest rate linked to the inventory holding cost or the back orders. So either we need to find a way to analyze whole structure with respect to all type of these uncertainties, or we need to make some assumptions and try to get closer to the optimum level. The most common and the basic way is eliminating the uncertainty from the chain and approaching with exacts, like economic order quantity. Yes, it is applicable if we don't have any idea on how to predict the future or classify the uncertainties with some well-known probability models. However, as we will see in our model, it is not logical to give up from the effort of structuring the uncertainty. Also, we need to connect the safety stock and the order quantity optimizations. Basically, we know that if we order large enough, we don't need to keep some safety stock or vice versa. So the model should be unified and provides the results for these two elements, considering them that they are linked. Finally, the system should be applicable for every organization. We need to expect having very limited mathematical background and computer resource. For calculation purposes, we need to ensure that the questions are answered in a short period of time and with low computer usage.
And could you explain why we need the model?
But as a model under the circumstances, we need a unified model which applies the uncertainty with limited assumptions and search the optimum point with considering the specific practical life constraints. Main input of this model is the demand pattern gathered from the actual past data. It is transformed to a probability function. With that, we can predict the future demand with some confidence. Then we need the cost elements like production setup, logistics, inventory holding, and the backorder cost. These can be easily defined by the operation and finance people in the company, by the way. And the unified supply model uses the demand possibility function and combines it with the cost elements and provides the optimum order and the safety stock amounts. For some reasons, if we want to change the order amount, the model again balances it with a change on the safety stock to opposite direction. They are always kept around the customer service level in a balance.
And what results can we expect from this model?
We applied it to two companies. One is for the production and the other one for the material planning. The results are really good. We cut 30% of the inventory, reduced the logistics and the production setup cost by 10 to 20%. And important part, almost eliminated the stoppages and the backordering. Because we aimed to minimize computer effort, the model can be run in an Excel spreadsheet. The user just needs to enter the parameters per product, and within seconds, the system optimizes hundreds of SKUs.
Well, how can the model be applied?
Because personally, I believe open access and providing value to society, I prepared a website named as unifiedsupply-model.com. You can find all of the details in this website, not only the verbal explanations, but also the technical details, like core mathematical model with advanced calculus. I also published some articles on LinkedIn about the model and the extensions on the material, distribution, and the retailer supply chain optimizations. And soon I will upload an Excel add-in and working templates to my website with some user manuals about it. And then it will be very easy to learn and apply.
Thanks, and could you provide us with a brief background of yourself?
Yeah, okay. I was born in 1978 in Konya, Turkey. I'm an industrial engineer and graduated from the Middle East Technical University in Ankara. Till now, I work mostly in the supply chain, in many positions of multinational corporations, and in different sectors such as automotive, food, energy, and etc. My intention is to understand the chaos behind the industrial operations and to approach with a good model. I like the maths and coding, and the combination of them with the engineering led me to the unified supply model. I have been working on it since 2015 and still improving. I'm married, have a daughter, and living in Izmir.